So in the introduction, the version I have, they give a lot of background, some of its actual history, some of its more legend. And one of the legends around Sun Tzu himself is this story about how he's escaping with his father and brother from the whatever the bad guys are of the time. And he's escaping from this state, going into the other state. And his father sort of makes this prediction about him. He says about his brother that something else needs to happen. But with Sun Tzu, he says his character is hard and stubborn and able to endure disgrace. He is capable of accomplishing great affairs. And this, I think, is a springboard, but sort of encapsulates the idea I want to talk about. And it's these aspects of like what kind of mind do you need? What kind of spirit do you need to lead, to lead in battle as well as lead a state? And the way it's presented here is just a little bit counterintuitive, and that ties in with a lot of stuff that's in the art of war as well. There's counterintuitive tactics and strategies, and he says his character is hard and stubborn, right? That's not, we don't think of that as beneficial. And he says he's able to endure disgrace. Therefore, he's capable of accomplishing great affairs. So I wanted to sort of go through starting on not necessarily just that idea, but some of the ideas that come up in these chapters. I pulled out from 1 through 10, these ideas of what what does it say about the mindset going into building a successful military attack. And so another note from, I think, that same legend, it says, haste, fear of being labeled a coward, and personal emotions such as anger and hatred should never be permitted to adversely influence state and command decision making. I think that's just an analysis of the message, not necessarily from the legend itself, but this idea of, well, you can't let your personal interests, your emotions in a moment affect the decision making. And that's kind of a basic statement. And some people go, well, yeah, duh. But then it's helpful to ask, well, how do you achieve that? How are you able to govern yourself so that you don't let anger overtake you in a moment where it might overtake you? How would you be able to endure disgrace? What would have to happen inside of you to be able to be disgraced and take it on yourself and say, okay, and move through it? So I think that's where the benefit will lie in sort of pointing towards that. And then the art of war, as it shows up and gives us this advice, it sort of weaves this pattern in of this is the kind of person you have to be to deal with these difficult situations.